If you're looking for tips on how to work with signing services or maybe grow your loan signing business, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Nicole, and on this channel, I share about my journey to become a loan signing agent and entrepreneur. In this video, I'll share with you my best tips for working with signing services and how to best grow your loan signing business. Be sure to watch till the end because I'll share with you a digital download with these 8 best tips. Let's get started so that you can get out there and be busy working as a loan signing agent. Now, before I get into these 8 different tips, I first wanted to announce something new that is launching today. It is called the Resource Vault. What is the Resource Vault? Well, if you love all of my digital downloads and freebies and everything that you see in my Etsy shop, then you're gonna love the Resource Vault. This is a one-stop shop for you to download everything I've created for loan signing agents and notaries. These include helpful guides, checklists, scripts, spreadsheets, Google Docs, anything that you might need to help you get started or grow your loan signing business. To learn more about it and see exactly what's inside the Resource Vault, click the link in the description below and you can become a member today. So I have 8 tips to share with you about my experiences with working with signing services and how you can work with them to grow your loan signing business. Now, I do have them in a certain order. They go from kind of the beginning stages of first starting to work with signing services all the way to cultivating and growing your relationship with them and ultimately getting more signings and growing your own business. So let's start off with tip number 1. My first tip is to call and introduce yourself to these different signing services. Now, if you're looking to work for a specific company or maybe you just got assigned a signing through a new company, it's always nice to call and kind of put a voice to your name so they know who you are and start building those relationships with them. That could be a good place for you to learn more about their company, if there's anything that they specifically are looking for when working with them. So by reaching out to them first and starting that relationship, from there you can really grow your business and working with them. So my second piece of advice goes into building the relationship and cultivating those new relationships with signing services, specifically in regards to fees. Now, if this is a new signing service you haven't worked for, or maybe you've only done one signing with them, I really want you to think if it's really worth negotiating fees and asking for an increase than what they initially send you in the notification. Instead, you could think of long-term, if you want to continue working with them and building up that relationship and not have the very first interaction with them be negotiating and fees and ultimately them losing money on working with you. So consider if it's worth actually negotiating with them or if you want to consider it more as an opportunity to build a relationship with them. My third tip is to interact with these signing services online. So if they have a social media account on Facebook, Instagram, interact with them, follow them, send messages. It's another way for your name to come across their platforms and keep you top in mind for when they're sending out notifications and looking for loan signing agents for appointments. So by putting in your name a different way, you can be building up relationships with them and potentially grow those relationships and get more business with them. Tip number 4 goes into what to do to continue building those relationships and finding success in your work once you've received your first signing. So let's say that you've been assigned with a new signing service. Oftentimes they're going to send you terms and conditions for working with them. So tip number 4 is to be sure to read those terms and conditions. They will disclose important information like when they pay, how to get paid, if you need to send in an invoice, specific instructions for returning documents or scans, and anything else that they might need specifically unique to their company. So make sure you're reading those terms and conditions, take notes, or make sure that it's saved somewhere so you can reference it in the future. My fourth tip is to be proactive and over-communicate with these signing services. Now, as loan and signing agents, we are coming in at the final stages of a loan. So that means that there's only one step left for a loan to be funded, and oftentimes a lot of different parties are involved and they're waiting on us to finalize everything. So being timely, communicating where you are in the different stages, if you've successfully completed the signing, if you're doing the scan backs, if you've dropped it off at FedEx, making sure that you're really communicating where you're at in the process will go a long way in building relationships and successfully working with signing services. Tip number 6 is to read the instructions that are included in the loan package. Now, these instructions are sent by the signing service, specifically outlining what they expect notaries to be doing and the different steps involved in successfully completing a signing. Now, I find that most of my questions are usually answered in those instructions. So by reading those, it really helps you have successful signing appointments and make sure that you're following exactly what the signing service is asking from you. Tip number 7 is to remember that no news is good news. Oftentimes, once you've completed a signing and done all of the different parts that you need to do, you won't hear anything back from the signing service, and that's usually a good thing. So that means that there were no issues found. They don't need you to go back and get a signature or initial or anything that you might have missed. And oftentimes, they're not going to tell you that everything was done well. So you can just assume that no news is good news. Now, you could be tracking the package and you could give a call to the signing service once you see that the package is tracking or that it's arrived to the title office, and just communicate with them that you are interested in seeing everything through to the very end to say that the package successfully arrived. And that's where you can communicate with them that you appreciated working with them and maybe get any feedback from them on how your appointment went. But just keep in mind that in general, you're not going to hear anything back from the signing service, and that's a good thing. My 8th and final tip is to show gratitude. So once you've completed a signing, be sure to send out a thank you to the signing service, especially if you've worked with them for the very first time. I always send a handwritten note to each new signing service that I work with, just to express my thanks for them working with a new notary and to ask how I could improve my service and really improve their business. So I find that showing gratitude and giving those handwritten cards really goes a long way with working with signing services and building relationships with them. So there you have it, my 8 best tips with working with signing services and growing your loan signing business. Let me know which tip you're going to be implementing today in the comments below. And also, if we haven't said hi yet, make sure that you introduce yourself below. I love connecting with other loan signing agents and notaries. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you found this video helpful. Don't forget that I always have freebies that go with every single one of my videos. And speaking of freebies, be sure to click the link below in the description to get your freebie for this video. I wrote up the 8 tips for you all in one digital download, so you can download that and read all of these tips. Be sure to follow me too on Instagram, where I share the day-to-day of what it's really like to be a loan signing agent and entrepreneur. And as always, don't forget to use my discount code of NotaryLove to save 10% off anything in my Etsy shop. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.